You blow bubbles and notice they are always round, never square or stretched. The reason lies in surface tension. The liquid skin of a bubble pulls itself into the shape that uses the least energy. A sphere has the smallest surface area for its volume, so it is the most stable form. The lesson is that nature favors efficiency. Even playful bubbles follow deep physical rules without effort. You place butter on warm food or let it touch your tongue, and it melts almost instantly. This happens because butter melts just below human body temperature. As soon as it meets warmth, its structure loosens and turns liquid. This makes flavors spread evenly and feel rich. The lesson is that cooking often works in harmony with our bodies. Butter's melting point quietly matches us, turning simple warmth into comfort and taste. When you toast bread or bake a loaf, the surface turns a delicious golden brown and develops a richer flavor. This isn't just drying out, it's a chemical transformation called the Maillard reaction. The heat causes the amino acids and sugars in the bread to react with each other, creating hundreds of new flavor compounds in that distinctive brown color. It's the same process that browns the surface of roasted coffee, seared meat, and fried onions. The crust isn't burnt bread. It's where the most complex and savory chemistry happens, turning simple ingredients into something entirely new and aromatic. Heat isn't just a cooker, it's a flavor artist. You leave a slice of bread on the counter overnight and by morning it feels stale and hard. In the same kitchen, you leave a box of crackers open and they become soft and chewy. Both are exposed to the same air, yet they change in opposite directions. How can this be? The answer lies in moisture and what each food is trying to become. Fresh bread contains a lot of water trapped inside its structure. When exposed to air, that moisture slowly evaporates and the bread dries out. As water leaves, the starch molecules inside crystallize and become rigid, turning soft bread into a hard, stale texture. Crackers are the opposite. They start out very dry and crispy. When left in humid air, they absorb moisture from their surroundings. Water molecules settle into the cracker's structure, softening the starches and making them lose their snap. Both foods are simply moving toward equilibrium with the air around them. Bread gives up its moisture while crackers take it in. What seems like opposite reactions is really the same principle. Everything naturally balances itself with its environment. Every stale slice and every soggy cracker is matter quietly seeking balance with the world. A simple meal feels incredibly satisfying when you are hungry, but less exciting when you are full. The science behind this lies in how hunger changes your brain. When your body needs energy, your brain boosts the sensitivity of taste and smell pathways. Flavors feel richer and more rewarding. The lesson is that perception adapts to need. Hunger does not just prepare your stomach, it sharpens your senses too. Stepping outside on a cold morning, the air feels crisp and smells stronger. It feels cleaner somehow. The surprise is that cold air slows the movement of smell particles, making them cluster more densely. This allows your nose to detect them more clearly. Your nasal passages also become more sensitive in cooler conditions. The lesson is that smell depends on air behavior. That sharp scent of winter is physics meeting biology in your breath. You open a window in your house to let in fresh air. Later, someone gently closes a door in another room, and it slams shut with surprising force. You wonder why a door that usually closes softly suddenly acts like it was pushed hard. The answer is invisible but powerful: air pressure. When all your windows and doors are closed, the air inside your house is still and balanced. But the moment you open a window, you create a pathway for air to move. Air outside is constantly shifting with wind and pressure changes. When a door begins to close, it pushes air in the room, and that air needs somewhere to go. With a window open, the air rushes out through that opening, and as it does, it pulls the door along with it. The door accelerates because it is caught in a miniature wind tunnel you have created inside your own home. What feels like a slamming door is really just air finding the fastest escape route. It is a reminder that even indoors, you live in an ocean of air that is always moving, always balancing itself. You turn on a ceiling fan and feel cooler. even though the room temperature stays the same. It seems like the fan is making cold air. The science is that moving air speeds up evaporation of sweat from your skin. As sweat evaporates, it carries heat away from your body. The fan helps your natural cooling system work faster. The lesson is that comfort is about heat flow, not just temperature. The gentle breeze is teamwork between air and skin. You leave your phone in the car on a winter night. The next morning, the battery that was half full is now nearly dead, even though you did not use it. You bring it back inside, and within minutes, the battery percentage climbs back up. The cold seems to drain energy from nowhere. But batteries do not actually lose their stored energy in the cold, they just cannot deliver it. Batteries work through chemical reactions that move electrons from one end to the other, creating electrical current. These reactions depend on particles moving and colliding inside the battery. When temperature drops, everything slows down. The chemical reactions happen more sluggishly, and the battery cannot produce electricity as efficiently. The energy is still inside, locked away, but it cannot flow fast enough to power your device. Your phone reads this reduced output as a lower battery level. When you warm the battery back up, the reactions speed up again and the stored energy becomes accessible once more. What looked like lost power was really just frozen potential. Cold does not destroy energy, it traps it, making it temporarily unreachable. Every battery is a tiny chemical engine, and like all engines, it runs best at the right temperature. You step onto a tiled floor on a winter morning, and it feels shockingly cold compared to the carpet nearby. Both surfaces are actually at the same temperature. The surprise is that tile pulls heat away from your feet much faster than carpet does. Carpet traps air, which slows down heat transfer, while tile allows heat to escape quickly from your skin. Your body interprets faster heat loss as stronger cold. The lesson is that temperature and heat flow are not the same thing. What you feel is not just how cold something is, but how quickly it steals your warmth.